CFA Nation, Gabe,
Nick,
and we are here today for another installment of Cricket
Tuesday here on CFA.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm excited for today. You know why?
Because you get to hang out with me some more?
Not even a little bit, okay?
Oh, wow!
Not just because my Giants won against the 5-2 Raiders that led your division. By the way, you're welcome. But because today we're going to be watching the seven biggest fights in cricket. And honestly, I feel like anytime my West Indies plays right now, they need to be fighting because they're not playing cricket any which way. Let's just start thumping out there, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like, get it, cousin. But, bro, Nick, how many of these videos have we watched? And I think the worst we might have seen was like a chest bump, a shoulder bump.
I don't think we got that. I don't think we got that. On both channels, I've reacted to cricket fights maybe 4 or 5 times, and I'm going to keep reacting to it until I actually see something. Till I see someone that's like even trips and like, oh, sorry, sir. I'm sorry, my gentlemanly friend. I did not mean to bump into you. I want to see some fights, for crying out loud. It's like major pain, right? It's been 2 weeks since I killed a man, and I'm starting to feel the edge. I mean, it's been a long time, forever since I've seen a fight in cricket. I got to see one. And hopefully we got a Patreon request for this one from Partha. Thank you, Partha, for your patronage, for your request. He gave us a slew of them, and I think this one, I'm hoping this one gives us the goods, my friend.
You know, it's funny. I remember the closest we saw was when Rabada got suspended for bumping into Steve Smith. Remember when they were crossing over the thing because they were talking expected? And that's because I'm like, are you serious? Suspended for that? Most of our athletes wouldn't play. Are you serious? A bump? All our football players would be, if it's just a bump, cousin, listen, all our American football players would be suspended under a weekly basis. You got to be kidding me there.
Well, you know why SPD was so mad about that, right?
Smudge! Why was Smudge so mad about that?
Because I think, this is just my theory, some of his sandpaper almost fell out, and that almost opened the can of worms. And so, like, he was so embarrassed and so flustered that it almost came out that he just took it out in the bottom.
Wow, you can find a way to go ahead and just dig, just a little dagger. Wow, why you hate Smudge? It's okay, he's just jealous. Smudge, he's just jealous.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that SPD, his initials, is suspended? I mean, I'm just saying.
You're horrible. Oh, okay. Listen, Aussie fans, the views of Nick are not the views of Boring Reviews or CFA Nation. His views are his and his only, and are not represented by this channel. How dare you disrespect Smudge? How dare you?
I'm just making a friendly observation. That's all I'm saying. I love myself some Australia. I really do. Can't wait to go there one day. I love myself, our viewers from Australia. But you guys know it. You know it's true. It's the abbreviation for suspend. I think there's an extra S. Stephen Smith. I'm just saying. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys voted for it. You girls voted for it, and we have delivered. Cricket Tuesday is now on its new home. Cricket for Americans. For Cricket Tuesday, it all works. We're going to go and check this out. We're going to see if there's any fights worth watching. And in 3, 2, 1.
So this is... Oh!
Got him.
Bowled him out.
Straight full. That's all it needed to be.
Yes! Real what, cousin?
Bit of words going out there at the end of the innings.
Oh, he was in his path, and he's like, how dare you pull me out?
And the umpire's in there like a boxing referee.
Now, this is good stuff.
Him trying to calm
this is getting me excited. This better not be the best.
Now, it's number 7. It's number 7.
It's not a good ending.
Oh, man, I love it.
As soon as he got bowled, he was down there in a flash.
There was no pardon me, friend.
What's going on? I said nothing.
Let's just have a close look. There's a lot of eye contact.
Yeah, that's real right there.
So really, at the end of
that's
the
like,
day,
what you trying to do, cousin? What you trying to do?
Absolutely.
Did he put his hands on him just a little bit? I think he did.
He pushed him a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, that's Kieran Pollard.
You don't want the
smoke.
Oh,
like really?
Not beyond.
You really?
Champion. Is that Bravo? What? Oh, they're just messing around. You know they're messing around.
Oh, that is the champion right there.
Yeah, they're just goofing around.
I don't know what to say.
Oh.
Listen, he don't want the smoke. Pollard's a big boy.
Oh, the John Cena. What is this? What is that? What was that?
Let's giddy up, baby.
With him this morning.
That
I've
was a
seen
friendly
this
one
one.
right there.
To check
Oh,
it
the
out.
Aussies are involved.
Pretty
I've seen
sore.
this one.
Obviously, the top hand he can't grip properly. It's the guiding hand. A bit of a
Oh,
mix-up here. Sullivan.
I've mentioned that
He
before.
was putting the hip and shoulder
Watch,
in.
this guy loses it. Watch.
Mitchell Johnson, he's not the shortest, and there's a little bit of a go.
What you say?
Ben's never far from an incident.
And it's good that the Australians are finally going to dish something back to him. He's been standing close and invading personal space on a few players and always in on the action, so that's fine. Brad Haddon, get out of his way and
He
let him
walks
run.
right up to him.
What the fuck you supposed to do, man? Huh? What the fuck you doing pointing back at me, big man? Mom to you, boss. What's that thing for a joke, or what?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what actually happened in the running. Sullivan Ben's quite entitled to go and try and field the ball. I suppose at times players will come together when a situation like that happens. I think it depends on how it's handled
You
afterwards.
see your two teams going at it, man.
Yep.
Yeah, big
Australia
man.
and the West
Watch
Indies.
yourself on me, big, yeah? Watch it. You back at me, man.
Well, he's got to get on with it here.
I don't know if he's gonna get the best of that, bro.
Sullivan Ben is
That's a big
had
boy.
enough to say.
Remind me to ask you your thoughts
I
about
think
this
you're
one.
right, Tubby. He was entitled
Oh,
to go
I
straight
can't
for
wait.
the ball. A batsman was in the way. That was Mitchell Johnson, and that happens. Oh, good delivery. At times, the bounce that he gets hurts him. Looked to be in between bat, by guard, and misses the top of the stumps.
Great delivery.
That pitch there.
Let's have a look at what Brad Haddon might have done. That's Mitchell Johnson having the collision. So both men pretty
See,
entitled
I've
to do
talked
that.
about this before. Get out of my way, bro.
And, obstruction, and then Haddon reacted straight away. Listen. stay out
That's
of his
another.
way. And
That's another
what
Sophie
Sullivan Ben took
Elkestone.
offence
That's
to.
another
The
Sophie
back point
Elkestone
play sounded
situation right there.
The conversation from there on.
Oh, I can't wait to get into it later. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Barehanded that. Give me that, cousin. What? What? What?
It's like, let me get my hat on and get out of here.
Woo.
He's like, you guys are a bunch of clowns. Let me get out of here. Get my hat and my shades.
Jadeja, when that wicket was taken, no, he's coming in to say something to Jadeja. Jadeja had something to say to him.
Oh,
as
wow.
well. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Are these
about
teammates fighting?
it. But, certainly
Yeah.
Jadeja, who's been short of wickets.
Yeah, that's
this series,
Jadeja, of
wasn't
course.
Yeah, number
pleased
8.
with the fact that, Ryan had,
Who was that was trying to rein him in?
but now
Look at
there's
Sharma
one-
with the
that's
hair. I
one
love it.
So this Reina, I think he missed the catch. or
Oh,
something
Reina.
like that.
Reiner and Jadeja going off now as the winners. Whether he dropped the catch or not doesn't matter. And outstanding performance.
Obviously, the pep talk worked because he didn't drop the catch since.
Defensive winners by 102 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis method. They've got the bonus.
That might be a little hyperbolic,
They've
but
gone on
still.
the board. They lost the first 2 matches, but now they won this one.
That's interesting that that he's got this one at 4.
Double drop.
Oh!
That's in the air.
Friendly fire.
And there could be a collision. Could be a collision. No. And
Oh.
well, I think Reiner is out there, and so it's out of their peripheral visions. The two of them.
Is this what happened beforehand, or is this that same match?
I think they're showing. Oh.
Bhuvanesh Kumar was the other fielder.
Because he had like collision action at the
Right,
almost.
no,
Oh no,
he's-
he's. Oh, Booby's calling him off. This is a different one. Because that's not even Jadeja at all. Booby's calling him off. Oh.
No, Jadeja was bowling. I think it was Reina that almost, yeah. Reina and Booby.
Kumar probably has
Yeah.
a future as a policeman in one of the Indian cities, a traffic policeman. They both play for the same state.
No, wide.
It's another wide. But of course, those of us who have been to India realize that.
Look at Kamar Roach, bro. 32
Like that.
for 19. Oh my,
You would notice that. How dare you?
bro. 32 for
The
19.
same thing happened.
I'm just saying.
Kumar had his hand up.
You're out of control. Look at your boy Narayan.
Narayan.
19 for 28.
And that's all that matters.
He's like, how would you catch it next time? Catch the ball next time.
That's dude. That's interesting.
Friendly fire. Was this India Pakistan? Oh, yes, Express right there. Oh,
What?
Draven? I thought the commercial was a myth.
Is that David?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, and Shaheed. Oh, of course.
Ring the bell. Akhtar, that's not a guy you want to mess with.
Hardly ever seen Raul Dravid raise his voice or heard Raul Dravid raise his voice. Something has triggered that.
Oh, he was in his way.
Same thing. Wow, so interesting that twice the same thing happened.
But he puts his hands on it to slow him down. You can't slow him down. We'll have a conversation about this later.
Well, in comes the referee.
The other player said, you're not invited to this party.
Give him the dirty look. Oh, man.
He likes the hair.
Pakistan again.
Jeez. Look at this guy. This guy's yoked.
Oh, yeah, he's dope.
The rock music.
Oh, you see what I just did? See, that's why you put one in his ear. Bowls you out. Bye, cousin.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh. He's like, I'll leave when I'm ready to leave. Wow.
That's so interesting. Now, my question is, what preceded that? Because guys hit boundaries all the times, right? So why was he so excited about just hitting a boundary that he had to be so boisterous about it? Is it just, you know?
Look at the bowler.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, number one. Is that Shane Warne?
Come on, what an over from Shane Warne.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh! Oh! Wow! He's
Wow! Is this the BBL? I think it is the BBL. Is that the
team,
Stars?
right? The
Melbourne
Stars?
Stars, yeah, Melbourne Stars.
You know the Melbourne Stars are a little dirty, my friend.
Hey,
you know it's a game team. It's a little dirty, baby. You know that jersey was a lot brighter earlier in the match, and they got all dirty over it. I'm just messing.
Oh, you are the worst. You are the worst. Bro, this is actually the best fight compilation I've had.
Absolutely.
This is the best selection. Great job on this video. You know, it's funny. 2 of these are exactly about an issue I've discussed many a times. And people are like, oh, no, Gabe, it's part of the game. It's part of the game because it's not being controlled, but you see to what it leads like. One of the reasons why Sophie Ecclestone her name has been on my lips, other than the fact that she's, you know, a very beautiful woman. But she's might as well play linebacker because she's over there running people over. You know what I'm saying? But again, who has the right of way? Is it the fielder to the ball or is it the batsman? Now, if the batsman is running in a straight line, that's one thing. But these batsmen sometimes take a wide angle and almost intentionally run into the fielder.
You ever heard of silent before? Jeez. I know you've heard of silent but deadly.
What's up, Aiden? All right, Trey should be over there to go get you. But
now we're trying to run a professional establishment here.
Trying to run a professional establishment here. Where was I? So, I mean, dude, I remember watching it too. It was who did she knock over? I think it was I think it was Smurdy, right? It was Smurdy. It was somebody, right? And Bro, she outweighed her by at least 30, 40 pounds, bro. And she's a giant.
You're bringing weight into it? Oh, man.
Bro, she's a giant. She's like, yo, at least 6 foot, right? She's a tall lady, just saying. So, again, you see where that size, especially when Australia and West Indies was involved, comes into play. But people, I mean, whose fault is it? Is it the runners or is it the fielder? I'm always going to go on the side of the fielder because the fielder got the right of way to the ball. I'm trying to go to the ball. The runner has the ability to run around and not run in the direction of the ball. The fielder has no choice but to go to where the ball's at.
The fielder, yes, but I want to know your opinion about the bowler. Are you bowler? Because the Akhtar, the Sophie Ecclestone, the Rabada, none of them were fielders in that situation. They were just coming off their run-up. No, stop.
He was trying to field the ball.
Solomon Ben was, yes. I'm talking about the other three. I'm talking about the other three, the guys that were not involved with fielding at all. They just came up with the run-up. They bowled their ball, and they happened to be there. I want to know, because you're usually pro bowler. You've given Sophie Ecclestone so much hate, and it was only because she went against your squad that day. Yeah. I want to know, Mr. Pro Bowler, whose fault it is. I want to know your opinion. I'll give you my opinion.
It's always the runner's fault, because the bowler, you got to understand, the reason they
why so much hate on Ecclestone?
Well, because it was against my team. You just called it. It's against my team. The bowler, in essence, whether he's actually fielding the ball or not, has a job to do. Their job is to get there in case there's a throw coming in so that they can grab it and take out the stumps on the other side.
In the middle of the pitch? They got to get the ball in the middle of the pitch?
Not in the middle, but they start moving their way down that way.
That's how they get in the way, by being in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, but think about it. Why is the runner running in the middle of the pitch? They have no business. If
They're
running
not
straight,
running in the middle of the pitch. They're going on either side, parallel to each other, and that bowler who's in the middle has been moving this way. Oh, I happen to be in your way. The runner's got his head down. He's running as fast as he can so he doesn't get run out. They're listening go or no, yes or no. That bowler, when he's not being a direct fielder, Solomon, I'm on your side with Solomon Ben. I'm on Ben's side on that one. I really am. And I understand why he got ticked off, even though it's cricket. You can't do that kind of stuff. But the batsman is going straight line, this or that. I've got to run and pay attention to where you are because you're an immovable object now, and I got to go around you as a bowler? No, you get out of my way. I got to score some runs.
Well, with that being said, there I agree with you. But here's the thing.
Absolutely.
How often do batsmen run in straight lines? Seldomly. They all take these weird wide angles, which I don't understand, other than if it's to interrupt the throw coming in.
Right.
Other than it's interrupt the throw coming in or interrupt.
And sometimes they do. They run around the fielders that are right
but
there.
I'm like, what are you doing? Everybody knows the straightest point between two points, or the fastest way between 2 points is a straight line. They never run in a straight line. They always take these wide angles. And I'm like, what are they doing? Very seldomly. And it's usually, in my opinion, Ben Stokes to interrupt fielders from coming to throw because they know that the fielders are going to be throwing at an angle not directly straight. I'm just saying that New Zealand fans would agree with me. Ben Stokes took a wide angle while he was running and happened to deflect the ball that was coming in for the throw.
He deflected the ball because he slid with the bat sticking up. That's how he deflected the ball.
Yeah, but he was in the path of where the ball was coming in through. I'm just saying it's a weird angle. Listen, can he plan for that? Probably not. But in my mind, and as a base runner in baseball, they teach you all the time. Yo, wear it like a prom dress, cousin. I tell my players all the time. You run in the legal area, but if you know that their throw is coming in or out, as long as you're within the baselines, you stay there. You make that fielder take an extra safe inside. You see it with catchers all the time. They step out or in to make those throws on an angle, because if you throw directly, you can either hit the batter, you've seen it, either the helmet or in the back, I get a free base. So I think it's by design. I just don't think people have either recognized it or haven't told us in the chat, because they're just like, it's a part of the game. I'm telling you, Nick, it's by design for batsmen to do that, to interrupt the fielding, in my opinion.
The one with Solomon Ben, I've seen that before. I've reacted to that, I think, with Jody before. My biggest problem with that, and I think it was Mitchell Johnson, who I have a lot of respect for, right? My problem with that is Solomon Ben is trying to field the ball. He's running. Right. Let's just hypothetically, let's say that it's no one's fault. Let's just say it's an accident, okay? Right. On both sides.
Right.
They're trying to get there. They do their little collision thing. I get it. No one's going to be happy because you don't ever see that in cricket too often.
Right.
But then when he steps towards him and he points the bat at him, to me, that's an aggressive move.
Right.
That's an aggressive move.
Right.
And I can't. I don't think it was this one. I don't know what the repercussions were. But I think Mitchell Johnson should have got some kind of talking to, if you will, for pointing the bat and inciting that. I can't think of the word right now, but causing that to get a little elevated. I was actually impressed with Solomon Bin because he's ticked off. He gave him some runs. The guy ran into him. He's trying to do his job. He's sitting right there. The guy's pointing at him. And then he goes to him, and then Mitchell Johnson then decides, and I see this in sports all the time, and it's not because of cowardice. It's because of strategy. He then decides that he's the most innocent guy ever. He turns his back. He walks towards umpire. I'm not sure why this guy's yelling at me. Have you seen this guy yell? Are you kidding me right now? I see that all the time in sports. It's like when the guy runs into someone in football and then puts his hands up like, I didn't do anything.
Right. Yeah, because it's usually the guy that retaliates that gets caught, right? Because the referees are stupid and blind, and they can only see the end of it. Honestly, because think about it. And I told this to refs. Yeah, my son, whoever's playing, is going to take a swing or push somebody for no reason, no other reason. Do you think maybe something happened before? You should have asked another referee on the field. Heathen. They only catch the end part of the play. The guy's going to go off for no reason. You're just so bro. I hate referees with a passion. All referees and umpires are just, bro, there's a special place in the bad place. And you know what I'm talking about. In the afterlife for those guys. Honestly, all right? A guy's going to lose his mind, and you don't stop to think, wait a minute, maybe something happened prior. Let me discuss with the other guys that are on the field. All right, I'm going to jump on into something that has no idea. Our team this year, against the team we just played in the playoffs, second game of the season, Nick, big fight happens on the field, right? Whatever. Whoever started, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. You fight, you get ejected. There's a big dog pile. They pull a whole bunch of kids out at halftime. We lose 6 guys. You can't play. No, Trey was still playing. That's the game where he played like 90 plus snaps because it's crazy. Nobody else was playing. Everybody got suspended. Their other team lost 2. We're all losing our mind. And the coach just yells out, head coach, if it was only 2 of their guys and 6 of ours, they would have been out of here in stretchers. Use your head. How? Do the math. Oh, gosh. But these umpires are just so, bro, it drives me crazy. With that being said, bro, I think that this is something that needs to get taken care of in the sport. And I'm going to tell you why. Because as athletes get bigger, stronger, faster, as bro, a shoulder check, if I'm running into you full speed, could take you out, okay? And here's the reality. I'm not worried so much about I kind of am, and I'll tell you about the batsman, but I'm not worried so much about the batsman, but the bowler, okay? Solomon Ben is a big dude, right? So what is this, Mitchell going to do to him? But what if it was a smaller bowler, a slider guy, like maybe a Bishnoi or, think about the size disparity when it was Sophie Ecclestone and Smurdy, right? That's a different story as of women. But, bro, if you run into my guy may not be able to bowl the rest of the game, right? You could, by running into somebody hard enough, you could easily dislocate the shoulder, sprain a rib, whatever. So now you do that, I lose a guy, and we know how valuable bowling is because of a super rule. And you know what's going to happen? My bowlers are going to get pissed off, and the next time Mitchell is up, or whoever was the offense of injuring my guy, he's going to wear one in his ear. He's going to, I'm going to try to take his head off.
Not baseball.
And that's how we think about it. Oh, yeah, you know what? Tell Smudge it's not baseball. Because Smudge wore one and a concussion. And unfortunately, we saw...
He wore one because he ran into somebody?
No, it wasn't because he ran into somebody. But I'm saying bowlers are aggressive and will attack batsmen with bouncers, right? And we saw that a bouncer could be lethal. I forget about the Australian who recently passed away like 2 years ago. What's his name?
Philip Hughes.
Philip Hughes, you know what I'm saying? And that is all caused because as far as, and I'm saying in that scenario where I'm now retaliating because you ran into my bowler and hurt him, because as an umpiring staff and as cricket, as rules, you guys did not designate. Listen, this is, for instance, this is where the fielder or the bowler ends his run-up. As a batter, you're not allowed to run in that area. Now, if the bowler goes in that area, then it's on the bowler, and the bowler will be held to repercussions. But by not having a clear, concise rule, Nick, what they're doing is leaving it open to interpretation, and we already know what happens with what all athletes do when there's no specific rule. What the A-Rod said with the whole steroid era, it wasn't an actual rule. It was a loosey-goosey era. Everybody was doing it, and he was right.
Wow, so he's fired up about this one. This was a great video. Thank you so much for the request. Thank you so much for the fodder here. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.